Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So in this video we will be looking at Jellicent with the new Pokemon which got introduced in GBL with the new move updates as a guaranteed reward for if you're rank 20 or above. So without further ado, let's have a look at the videos. So the first match we go with Alolan Ninetales against Umbreon, which is a really good matchup. And in this matchup, they quickly switch to Azumarill. So to punish the Azumarill, I come in with Meganium. That is one of the reasons to why I choose Meganium in this team, because I know a lot of Azumarills will be around, even though the bubble got nerfed. I think Azumarill will still be around in Great League, so that's why my thought process is for running Meganium. So I farm down the Azumarill and in comes a Skarmory. Here I go for the Earthquake as it will do more damage than the double resisted Frenzy Plant, and it will Skarmory will be able to farm me down. I don't want to come in with my Alolan Ninetales, so I come in with Jellicent, and I don't shield the first one thinking they will be going for Sky Attack, and they go for a Brave Bird, which does a lot of damage but still doesn't take me out. So it does show the bulk of Jellicent. It's not a squishy Pokemon. As you can see, it can tank a Brave Bird quite easily without, it's not a neutral match. It's a neutral, it's not a resisted, so you still be able to tank it. So I now managed to line up Alolan Ninetales with Umbreon, which is very good. The only thing I need to worry about here is if they have a Last Resort. If they have Last Resort, that will hurt a lot, and Alolan Ninetales is not the tankiest of Pokemons. So I shield thinking that they might throw a Last Resort, but then I find out that they're running double dark, so they don't have a coverage move, and so here is my win condition of trying to overfarm and take the Umbreon out, and luckily that doesn't actually KO, so I get a few more farm. I have almost enough for 2 Weather Balls, so I will try to see if I can get 1 shield and get some damage off, because my Jellicent in the back has a little bit of energy, so I should be able to get to an Ice Beam or a Shadow Ball and I quick switch, and then I already had an Ice Beam, so I throw the Ice Beam and that will give me the game. So yeah, we have Scrafty against Alolan Ninetales, which is a neutral matchup, so they decide to switch. I farm up a little bit more and then come in with Jellicent, and I am so used to using Drifblim, and I did not shield anything thinking, oh, nothing it uses will be super effective, but then I completely forgot the water typing, so there I get hit by a Grass Knot, but yeah, I can tank it very easily. So I farm a lot of energy and then I go for the Shadow Ball, which does a lot of damage, and here I can just farm down with Hex. So I'm in a very good place where I win the switch advantage, and they come with Shadow Gardevoir, and luckily because I'm a ghost type, I will be able to pressure shield with Shadow Ball, and then I'm just gonna do as much damage as I can with a Hex. Here I'm thinking I need to keep that Alolan Ninetales for Scrafty, and so I go with Meganium as the counter for Gardevoir, and you can see how much the Shadow Gardevoir's charm does, and it takes me out, but I do manage to take the shield. So here I'm in a bit of a tough spot. I need to be careful on how I use my shields. So what I do is I overfarm a lot and I keep spamming the Weather Balls. So I do quite a lot of Weather Ball, which does take quite a lot of the chunks of scrapped his health, and here I have to let it go. Even if it is a power punch wouldn't do too much, and power play again is resisted, so I had to let it go. And because I saved the shield, I can shield the psychic, which would have taken me out, and then I'll throw the weather ball, and I'm hopeful this would be enough to take the Gardevoir off, and it is. So yeah, let's go. That's the second match. So into the next one, we go up against Beedrill, and this is the one of the thing. Poison is not very appreciated in my team, with both my Alolan Ninetales and Meganium not being good against Beedrill. I had to save swap into Jellicent, but luckily I'm running Ice Beam, or else the Altaria would have been able to wall me. But they let the Ice Beam through, thinking it would be a Bubble Beam or a Shadow Ball, which they would have been able to tank really easily. But yeah, it's okay. At the moment I will farm down, but I still have that Beedrill to worry about, and in comes with Azumarill. And because of the shield disadvantage, I didn't want it to switch out to any one of my Pokemon, because that way they just hard counter it with Beedrill. So I tried to go for the second Shadow Ball. I do get the Shadow Ball, so we're in equal shields now, but the Azumarill has a lot of energy. So here the Azumarill will throw the Ice Beam. I can tank one, the other one I cannot, so I try to save the Meganium for Azumarill, because that will be a better choice. Alolan and Ninetale wouldn't be that good. So here I have a shield, so I should shield, and what I should do is try and go for the Psyshock, but I panic and I go for the Weather Ball, and you can see that I still survive one or two poison jabs. If I went for the Psyshock, I probably would have been able to, quickly come. The match would be the same, because they have so much energy and they farmed down my Alolan Ninetale. They will be able to get to the second Ice Beam and take the game here. So there's not much I could have done, but at the end of the day, they played it really well. We almost came back. Well, I almost came back with a very horrible lead. So next match we have Stunfix against Alolan Ninetale, and this is a neutral matchup. Well, to be honest, I'm doing super effective ice damage, whereas they're doing neutral damage to me, and you can see that Ice Ball does a lot of damage to the Stunfix. And because it's not Galarian service, it's not neutral, it's actually super effective. So I take the discharge, and I can take it quite comfortably. So I go for the second Weather Ball, and I know that they'll be forced to shield, or they don't, and then they come with Marowak, and I save swap into Jellicent. This is not a good matchup, but I know I can tank one Shadow Ball or Shadow Bone. I'm not sure about Shadow Ball, so I go Shadow Ball, and here I think they thought I would be baiting because they have two shields, but because I'm not running Bubble Beam, I don't really have a baiting move, so it would have been better off for me to go for Shadow Ball anyway. So I go for the hard hitting Shadow Ball, and I go for Shadow Ball again, and I think they will shield this time. Oh no, they think I bait again, and they don't shield, and that way they just quit the game. Well, there's not much they could have done really. And into the last game. So here we are at the moment 3-1 up, so it's a positive state anyway. And in comes Snow. So because we will be getting to Weather Ball at the same time at the Snow will be getting to Weather Ball, and because I'll be doing neutral damage rather than resisted damage, I'm really I'm happy to stay in the match. Here I will shield the other shield, and I will shield the first one because I'm not sure how much it would do, and I'll go for the CMP tie. I was hoping I'll win the CMP and get rid of the Snow, but it's fine. So I'll go for the weather ball, and this should be enough to take the Bomber Snow. And in a way, it is a good thing because if I did win the CMP, the Alolan Marowak would have gotten a lot more energy from me rather than not getting as much farm from me. So in a way, it worked out well. So as you can see, I can tank a Shadow Ball quite well. And I think Shadow Ball would have done much more damage with the more damage, and because the Shadow Bone is now reduced, it's not much. And in the end, they have a Swampert, which nothing it can really do against my Meganium. Although I do let it go and it Sludge Waves me, which if it was a Shadow Swampert would have actually KO'd, so could have been a trouble. So I go for this Frenzy Plant. Here I will try go for the Frenzy Plant, but I die, but my Jellicent has enough energy and the opponent quits anyway. So yeah, that's the 4-1 set. The set is quite... the Jellicent is a good Pokemon. I would recommend it. I'm not sure about the pairing. I've not found like that those matches. Actually ended up losing quite a lot of points after I played it. I kept on facing a very unfavorable lead with Alolan Marowak or some Steel leads, which I wasn't doing well against. So I'm not sure, like I know the Jellicent is a good Pokemon, but I'm not sure what to pair up with. But if you have any suggestion, please comment. I'm new to this video YouTube, so if you like my videos, if you have any suggestion, please if not, have a nice day. Thanks, bye.